Good morning, students. My name is Jala Prajapati, and today I am going to teach you about the anatomy and physiology. In that, you need to the cell, tissue, and organization of the body. Introduction: cells are the smallest functional unit of the body. Grouped together to form tissues, different tissues are grouped together to form organs, and organs are grouped together to form systems. What we first saw that cells are the smallest functional unit of the body, and the different cells are grouped together and they form tissues. Now what happens that different types of tissues are grouped together and they form organs, different types of organs, and different organs are grouped together and they form the systems like digestive system, respiratory system, skeletal system, etc. Now we will see the structure and functions of the cell. This is the structure of the cell. A cell consists of plasma membrane inside which are a number of organelles suspended in a watery fluid like cytoplasm. It's okay. What is cell consist of? Cell consists of plasma membrane, which is the outer layer of the cell. In that, there is a fluid called cytoplasm. In this cytoplasm, there are various number of organelles. Organelles include the nucleus, mitochondria, ribosomes, endoplasmic reticulum, or Golgi apparatus, lysosomes, and cytoskeleton. Now we will see about the plasma membrane. There are main four functions of the plasma membrane. First is holding the cell contents, protection, individuality, and selective permeability. The first is holding cell contents. Plasma membranes hold the semi-fluid protoplasmic contents. That means the plasma membrane contains the semi-fluid called cytoplasm. Okay, holding the cell contents means the plasma membrane holds get together the all the organelles and fluids in the cell. Second is protection. It protects the cell from injury. The plasma membrane works as a protector. Uh, Plasma membrane protects the cell from getting injured. Third is individuality. It maintains the form and individuality of the cell. And fourth is selective permeability. That means cell membranes allow entry to only selective substances. They don't allow any other substances to enter in the cell membrane. Now we will see about different organelles. In that, first is nucleus. Every cell in the body has a nucleus, means there are number of cells in our body and each and every cell has their different nucleus. It is the largest organelle and is contained within the nuclear envelope. The nucleus is one of the largest organelles and it is situated in the nuclear envelope. It is similar to the plasma membrane but with tiny pores through which some substances pass between it and the cytoplasm. The nucleus is as plasma membrane, which means it is similar to the plasma membrane. But what is the difference in nucleus? That nucleus contains small pores through which substances can pass between nucleus and cytoplasm. It contains the body's genetic material. What is the body's genetic material? Chromosomes. There are 23 pairs of chromosomes in our body. That means 46 in numbers. They are made from deoxyribonucleic acid, which we called as DNA. Second is mitochondria. They are membranous, sausage-shaped structures. What from which mitochondria are made? They are made by membranes, and its shape is sausage structure. It is called the powerhouse of the cell. Uh, in blanks, examiner can ask that what is the powerhouse of the cell? Which organelle is called as the powerhouse of the cell? Then we should answer mitochondria. They are involved in aerobic respiration, the process by which chemical energy is made available in the cell. Now we will see that what is the meaning of aerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration means the oxygen is involved in the respiration. For example, we as a human, we inhale oxygen and we exhale carbon dioxide. Whereas trees means plants are inhaling carbon dioxide and they are exhaling oxygen. That means that process is called anaerobic respiration and the oxygen inhaling process is called aerobic respiration. The process by which chemical energy is made available in the cell. By this process, what happens? The chemical energy is provided to the cell. It is in the form of ATP, which releases energy when the cell breaks it down. What happens that when the cell breaks down, the after breakdown the energy is made, and that energy is converted into the ATP. ATP means adenosine triphosphate. Now third is ribosomes. These are tiny granules composed of RNA and protein. What are the ribosomes? They are tiny granules. And what is include RNA and protein? Ribosomes function is to create protein. Now what is the main function of the ribosomes? To create different types of proteins. This process is the conversion of our genetic information into proteins. What happens that in this process the our genetic information is converted into the protein as we move from DNA to RNA and finally into the protein. Fourth is endoplasmic reticulum. There are two types of endoplasmic reticulum. First is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum and the second is rough endoplasmic reticulum. Now we will see the first, the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. It is consist of tubules. There are in smooth endoplasmic reticulum there are number of small tubules which are located nearby the cell periphery. Where they are located near the cell periphery. This network increases the surface area for the storage of key enzymes and the products of these enzymes. What is the main function of the smooth endoplasmic reticulum? That they provide the large area for the storage and products of these of the different types of key enzymes. Second is rough endoplasmic reticulum. What is the function of rough endoplasmic reticulum? That it synthesizes protein. Now we will see the difference between smooth and rough endoplasmic reticulum. Rough endoplasmic reticulum synthesizes proteins, whereas the smooth endoplasmic reticulum synthesizes lipids and steroids. This is the difference between the rough and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. It also metabolizes carbohydrates and regulates blood calcium concentration, detoxification and attachment of receptors on cell membrane proteins. It is mainly responsible for the transportation of proteins and other carbohydrates to another organelle, which includes lysosomes, Golgi apparatus, plasma membrane, and etc. That means what is the main function? What it is main responsible for? That it transfers proteins and other carbohydrates to another organelle, one organelle to another organelle, which includes lysosomes, Golgi apparatus, plasma membrane, and another organelles. They provide the increased surface area for cellular reaction. That means they play a major role in providing large surface area for the other cellular reactions. They help in the formation of nuclear membrane during cell division. While cell division occurs, they provide the formation of nuclear membrane. They play a vital role in the formation of the skeletal framework. They help in a formation of the skeletal framework and they play a vital role in the synthesis of proteins, lipid, glycogen and other steroids like cholesterol, progesterone and testosterone, etc. The fifth is Golgi apparatus. The Golgi apparatus is sometimes referred to as the post office of the cell. Now we will see why the Golgi apparatus is called as post office of the cell. That it is responsible for packaging of proteins into the vesicles. Why it is called the post office of the cell? Because it is responsible for packaging of proteins into the vesicles and sending them out to the correct destinations within the cell. The package of the vesicles is sent to the other structures, other organelles of the cell, where the proteins are used to carry out the requisite cellular function. Next is it consists of stacks of closely folded flattened membranous sacs. Stacks means the cluster-like structure. It is present in all cells but larger in those that synthesize and export proteins. The Golgi apparatus is present in all the type of cells, but where is more present in the larger in this in those cells in which the protein is synthesized in and exported. Sixth is the lysosomes. They are one type of secretory vesicle with membranous walls. What are the lysosomes? They are secretory vesicles, and the walls of the lysosomes are made of membranes formed by Golgi apparatus. The lysosomes are formed by Golgi apparatus. They contain a variety of enzymes involved in breaking down large molecules inside the cell into small particles that are either recycled or extruded from the cell as waste material. The lysosome uh, contains the different types of enzymes which are involved in the breakdown of the large molecules and it is converted into the small particles, and after that they are either recycled or they are extruded from the cell as waste material. Okay, now this was the about the structure and functions of the cell. Now, I hope you understood the content. Thank you, students.